Schultz. Hey, Amanda, it seems to me that lately everyone's been getting sick.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm glad I haven't gotten that nasty flu bug or cold yet.
Lucky you, but I sure have. I just don't know what to do to prevent myself from getting sick. Maybe I should just go into quarantine so I know I won't get sick.
Chris, it seems to me that you're just a little too worried about getting sick. So we'll kick it to our first feature. Chelsea is coming at you with the lowdown on that gross flu bug and how to keep them away.
Well, WCHS, it's the beginning of winter, and you know what that means. It's time to dig out the medicine bottles and the Kleenex boxes and get prepared for the cold season. Many students around the school have found themselves waking up to a runny nose, sore throat, and a massive headache. To find out how to handle and prevent these, I talked to Mrs. Powers, the school nurse. What can students do to prevent from getting a cold and flu?
Well, they can start by taking care of themselves, making sure they get plenty of rest, eating good foods, a lot of fluids, don't overdo it. Good hand washing always helps.
Now that we know a little more about how to prevent from getting the nasty flu bug, let's find out more about flu shots and what to do when the flu hits you. How often should students get flu shots?
Everybody should get a shot once a year. Anywhere from mid to late October through probably the end of December is okay.
So what do all the students at WCHS think of all this? I talked to some of them to find out what they do when they get a cold. What is your least favorite thing about getting a cold?
Probably my voice gets really, really funny.
My least favorite thing about getting a cold is the way my nose feels, and I really hate the headaches too.
Then my friends don't like me.
What do you do to get rid of a cold?
I sleep as long as I can.
Guys, it's all about the Campbell soup.
I go play in the snow.
I take lots of cough medicine.
So don't worry when it comes to getting a flu shot. It doesn't hurt. Well, it doesn't hurt that much. This is Chelsea Madsen reporting for WCTV. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Chels. I feel better now that I know what to do to at least try to stay healthy.
You know, Chris, feeling healthy and looking healthy can be two different things. When I got up this morning, I couldn't decide what to wear. I hate fashion. It's just too much to put on a high schooler to keep up with all the trends.
You're telling me. We all know about the latest trends out in the world of fashion, but you may be wondering what the students think about them. So with that, we'll give the runaway to David.
This week I'm going to tell you about trends in the high school. So let's get going. This will be fun. Come on. Some people like set their own trends. Others like the baggy clothes or the piercings or the tight shirts. And some just like to mix it up. Hopefully we're going to get a shot at some of these people. Everyone in this picture is wearing trends, whether it's from the Hawkeye shirt to baggy clothes. See the two on the right? These are the Peterson brothers. Let's slow it down and reverse it here. These two are wearing the baggy clothes. That's because that's what they want to wear. Everybody in this picture is wearing the trends that they want because of the clothes that they like. I caught up with Marcy and Janelle to tell me a little about this. What kind of trends do you see in the high school?
I see a lot of people wearing t-shirts, jeans, nicer looking clothes, new styles, torn ACLs.
What kind of clothes do you wear?
Whatever I'm comfortable in. I like to see nice looking guys dressed up.
Dressing up, huh? Maybe I should try dressing up. Well, that's it for this week. Back to Amanda and Chris in the studio. Oh, and Amanda, hopefully you learned something from this feature this week and picked up one of your own trends instead of trying to copy Chris all the time.
Thanks, Faber. As you know, we've been spotlighting different areas of the WCHS curriculum. We hope this helps keep you current on what's happening there. We like to call it Department of the Week, and this week's focus is on the Physical Education Department.
Yeah, PE. Brian Fagerlin has been working hard, so we'll hit it to him now. Brian?
As Olivia Newton-John has once said, let's get physical. We're getting physical here at the Physical Education Department with Mr. Schrader and Mr. Luring.
Gosh.
What are the high school requirements for PE?
Well, in physical education, we have racket and net, activities for life, and those two I teach. And then we also have team activities and conditioning.
And how do you have to take a certain amount every year or
No,
trimester?
you have to have each 4 per your career here in high school.
Okay. What's your favorite part about teaching physical education?
I like being around the kids and being in a competitive environment where kids get to play sports and do different activities.
We've only really scratched the surface of the physical education department. There's even more. Some of the activities offered here at the high school are strength and conditioning. Students will be introduced to many different types of conditioning, then asked to develop an individual fitness program. Racket and net activities. Students will participate in activities that involve a racket, a paddle, or net. Team activities. This class involves students in activities that are all team-oriented. Activities for life, otherwise known as life and leisure. Students will be introduced to a variety of activities that are considered lifetime activities. Then there's exercise physiology. Students will learn how and why exercise benefits their body. I don't know about you, but this has been pretty exhausting. I'm Brian Fagerlund, reporting for Wctv. I'll check you guys later.
Good job, Brian. You know, Chris, keeping with the physical part of our school, I think we might have something on the basketball team coming up.
Yeah, reminders to all the Lynx fans out there to go out and support the basketball teams tonight as they take on St. Edmunds. The game is in Fort Dodge at the Gales Gym. The girls start at 6:30 and the guys at 8 o'clock.
Okay, let's not keep them waiting anymore, Chris. We better pass it to Jack for the assist on the basketball teams.
Full swing. You all know what that means. I'm talking about Webster City basketball, so let's check in on the girls.
We're doing pretty good in this season. We only have 2 losses, so it's all working pretty good. Our defense is ranked first in the conference, so that's good. And we just need to work a little bit more on our offense and keep our patience and just lower our turnovers.
Well, with half the season down, the girls are certainly right in the mix of things and could be looking at a trip to Vets Auditorium come March. Well, as you can see, I'm in mid-season form, so let's check in on the boys.
We've had a pretty good first part of the season, but I think if we work on our defense and rebounding, we should be pretty successful here in the second part of our season.
The boys are off to a bittersweet start, with a big win over arch-rival Eagle Grove, but also a few losses, which leaves them with a record of 5-3 overall and 4-3 in NCC play. But if this team can play to its potential, anything is possible. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Well, I'm done. Plus, I need a sub, so I'm passing it back to you in the studio.
Looks like the basketball teams have been doing pretty well. I think that about wraps up this week's show.
On a sad note, there will be no WCTV next Thursday, January 23rd, due to parent-teacher conferences. So have a great 4-day weekend, and we will return on January 30th.
For now, we will leave you with some footage from a junior ski trip to Seven Oaks and Boone last Thursday. Have a great weekend.
See ya.
One night I woke up and I saw you there. I didn't have the nerve to comb my hair. What did you want? I had to figure out.